Alrighty, so we have some big news coming out of the JP Dokkan side of things, and that is going to be the introduction of the Super Extreme Z Awakening. So essentially what this is going to be is EZA 2. I'm sure most of you guys have heard about the speculation, and it would appear that the first example of a EZA 2 is going to be the AGL Super Saiyan 3 Goku. I believe this was the first EZA that they did, so they chose a nice choice, a callback, if you will, for the Extreme Z Awakening. If you've been around some of the recent live streams, this is what I predicted that they would do. I'm expecting them to kind of just go in order. So if we go over here, I think what I can do is let me pull this up over here on another tab just so I don't lose where we are over on the other side of things. But if we go to the, where is it at? We go to events, we go to Extreme Z Battle. If we kind of just go down the list, if you will, I expect them to sort of go in some type of order like this that you see right here, where we eventually end up all the way down to Buhan in 2029 or some nonsense like that. Do we actually have a release date for this right here? Yeah, no, we don't, because it's 12/28/2023, so no, that doesn't help. But yeah, so the Super Extreme Z Awakening. So what do we know so far? Not too much yet, unfortunately. I can at least give you a general idea of what to expect. And I know you guys can't read this, but here's what you need to know so far from what we do know. From what it appears, if we can kind of, I don't know if this is really going to work, but let's try zooming in on this picture right here. You guys can kind of see where my cursor is. It says 1 out of 15. So it would appear that the super attack level will not be changing, and the stats I'm not sure will be changing either. So far, all we know that is confirmed to be changing is the passive skills of the unit. So we know that there's going to be a passive change, and we also know that the super level of the Extreme Z Awakening, according here to Air Dokkan, if you guys appreciate him or appreciate the work that he does here, level super will appear in the Extreme Z battles in the future, and by using the awakening medals that can be obtained from this super level, it will be possible to further awaken some characters who have already been Extreme Z awakened. So we had the events pulled up. We could probably just pull them back up in a moment, but again, Super Saiyan 3 Goku is going to be our first example of this. And what else do we know? We know that they are going to be changing the passive of the unit. That is all we know so far. So when we look at this AGL Super Saiyan 3 Goku, I guess what we could do is at least look at the first example of this guy. I mean, we gotta kind of dig deep here to find a copy of this, or to find info on this bad boy. We go right here, and then we want to find, where are you at, my friend? AGL Super Saiyan 3 Goku. Let's look at this EZA. Pre-EZA, so far we have defense plus 70% and attack plus 120%. So I would imagine that there's going to be a considerable amount of changes if they want this EZA 2 to be effective, right? Well, we just have nothing, right? Oh, and his EZA release date was 6 years ago, over 6 years ago. So yeah, 2030 might be when we see Buhan get his EZA, his Super EZA. So yeah, when we look at this, there's not a lot going on here. So if we really want this EZA Super Saiyan 3 Goku to really kind of flesh out, we're going to need more than this, obviously. We're going to need this to go up to like 130. We're going to need some super attack effects here. We're going to need attack lowering. We're going to need defense raising. And I'm sure all of this is going to be addressed within the EZA 2. But again, we only have so much to go off of. I wanted to at least cover the initial kind of announcement for this, right? So far, that is what we know. We know with EZA 2, we have a lot to talk about, right? And with that, we can, like I said, I want to go back here. Sorry if you can hear the clicking, but I want to kind of look at some of these impactful EZAs that could potentially really flesh out and become like mainstays on a couple teams, right? You think about an EZA that's absolutely solid. You think about this Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta, STR Gogeta could potentially be a fun one. I think that EZA could be a lot of fun and nostalgic because, you know, we talk about somebody like STR Beast Gohan and how he's always drawing the comps to STR Gogeta when he came out. It would be kind of fun to see that guy get reworked and things like that. And if we do skip over some of the schedule, we have somebody like Tech Golden Frieza down here with his damage reduction. We also have somebody like AGL Super Vegito, Physical Vegito Blue, AGL Wrathful Broly's EZA. There are a ton of different fun units that we could potentially see with the EZA 2 mechanic that would bring a decent shift to how things would be looking in the game, right? And it all just depends. You have someone like Int Janemba, but there's really not a ton to go off of here. But like I said, we do know so far that the super level is going to be coming. We do know that passive skills are going to be changing, and I would assume that super attack effects are going to be tweaked as well, but right now we do not know that. Let me zoom in a little bit for you guys, but yeah, let's quickly break down the other piece of news before I let you go here. And we have GT Heroes and Worthy Rivals Extreme Super Battle Road coming. So what this looks like to me, this guy, actually this VD guy right here, does bring up a very good point. GT Heroes as well as Worthy Rivals screams Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta for Saiyan Day. That would make a lot of sense. You know, we had Super Saiyan 4 Goku for Tanabata. He's going to be rerunning on the banner with the Saiyan Day banner. Super Saiyan 4 Goku is obviously, like, he's kind of fallen off with the 9th year, but I definitely could see this happening. And then Vegeta, I'm sure you guys know Worthy Rivals is kind of his thing. If we go to over here and we pull up the category for the Worthy Rivals, I'm sure you guys will notice that there is a plethora of Vegetas on here. So looking at that, we have like Evolution Blue Vegeta, Tower Awakened Piccolo, and I could easily see that GT Vegeta being like a mirror kind of leader skill to what Super Saiyan 4 Goku would be, where he's like a GT Heroes lead as well as Worthy Rivals with like a 30% to Vegeta family. Or okay, last thing, let me pull up what is Super Saiyan 4 Goku's 200%. I don't remember it off the top of my head. I know his leader skill is GT Hero Full Power, but I forget what his 200% fully is, right? Hybrid Saiyans or Pure Saiyans. Yeah, so if this was GT Heroes, Worthy Rivals, and then it was Hybrid Saiyans or Pure Saiyans, I could see that potentially working out decently, but I don't know if I want the Worthy Rivals category to be based on Pure Saiyans and Hybrid Saiyans, because, I mean, you guys can see here that, like, the core of this team has, like, the Gammas, it has Piccolo, you could say Beerus is kind of the core on this team, so certainly wouldn't get much benefit out of a Pure and Hybrid Saiyan leader skill. So if it was something along those lines, I'd say it would work out pretty well. But basically, that's everything that we got. We do know that this is going to be coming with a version update with 5.18.0. So just make sure we covered everything. And one quick thing as well before, like I said, before the video ends, we got the chilled Super Strike EZA. So these are always nice because it's just free stones, and they're usually super easy to do. When it comes to things being farmed up, it doesn't get much more free and easy than the Super Strike EZA. So that's all I got for you in today's video. If you did enjoy it, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe if you are new, if you want to keep up with all the Dokkan news that I do, and turn on notifications so you don't miss out when I do post any content. So thank you guys for watching, have a great day, and I'll see you all in the next one.